Take it easy.
Hey there! Excuse us, but is Sino at the Academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with Amatra. It's...
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it?
Siraj.
Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana Reese.
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please...
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, what kind of experiments was he conducting? Where?
I don't remember.
Huh? You...
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started... It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that... Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while?
Huh? Alhaitham?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kinda weird for you to be working with Amatra. Is there a special...
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm unsurprised you have this much. In that case, let's join in as well!
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Don't you worry. Our lips are...
All right, in that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the Academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given. So we've decided to head to the tavern and...
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out.
Oh, come on! We already said there were...
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. Acting Grand Sage
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for... Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of...
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
You're the same as ever. Casually ignoring people just like you did back at our...
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, He's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so—
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Excuse me, acting Grand. I've had a question on my mind, and I need—
No. I have no recollection of ever—
Haha! I thought so.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawa researcher who has
Acting. Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical. What have I got myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but
What were the details of—
he's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of mora if I was willing to put some aside for him. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No. He's all yours. But—
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious.
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring—
I see. We'll be...
Follow me.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things through? Paimon's pretty—
I thought you would have guessed the reason by—
Huh?
Yes. We were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on this. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself.
You couldn't be further from the truth. But I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with. For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution. From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment.
That sounds super suspicious. Ilyas, can you try to remember things again?
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be— Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I—
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia and give it to my younger sister. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing?
I can't remember.
Not unexpected. However, You're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help.
Losing your memories must be really painful.
Oh, thank you so much. I have so few memories that I don't even. But amidst all that, nevertheless, I have you all to thank. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the academia called the Research Preparation Center.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken—
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic.
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few— That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up, but I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to—
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet— You remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site— He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra's—
Understood. Then—
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least. Is this acceptable?
I have no objections.
Time to go.
Ilias? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project.
Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be?
Oh, don't mind me.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest in.
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do. Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests.
I see.
You get it, right? There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head, it hurts. I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set.
Paimon doesn't get it.
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their First, he would rank test subjects in descending order. This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate.
Paimon still doesn't get it.
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together.
It's just as Alhaitham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the hive...
Oh no, then we gotta hurry.
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see,
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now.
Huh?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity. That said, I do know if you're interested, you can try to find her.
Janaki? We'd like to...
Ilias?
Do you know me?
Are you playing dumb?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memory.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten or are you using the acting grand say?
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project.
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also, I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused, because I thought that rank was no one wants to be placed at the bottom.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was
Tell me, did Siraj...
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana? They left a document that records the amount of Yana. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as...
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on... At most, Jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 4.
What else do you know about...
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that... Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here.
Please, wait,
You really forgot.
I swear.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he...
I see. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then. That's all I have to say.
And she's...
I really don't. I guess.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your... No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, but I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily.
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right. Then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent it...
Take it easy.
So I can go home. Maybe I'll stay here and study.
Take it easy.
Let's split up for now. Ilyas, you go and deal with that. The rest will meet back here later and then head...
Okay,
Relax, Ilyas.
That's true. I'll also try my best.
I'm holding you to that. Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
What's...
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
What?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice.
Huh?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a commendation. What is it?
No, it's just... my head. Did I seriously do that?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's...
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is in...
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially just do what you think of.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paper.
Take it easy.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilyas, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? Ilyas!
I'm fine. Just a minor headache.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things... I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Academia.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Academia.
I'm all right.
Ilyas doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Hey! That's enough, you two! Ilyas isn't feeling well. Ilyas, let's find some... So...
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's paper.
Same old, same old. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, it's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threats...
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember... Ilyas?
Ah, I see.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, I don't care if you're a hero or not.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's...
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease. Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then.
Don't worry. I won't do anything.
You remember now?
Yes. Thanks for that. You know...
Is that your way of conveying
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I said that there was a sense of familiarity?
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I disliked. Strange, isn't it?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But first things first, I remember where Siraj is.
Really? Paimon remembers that you said there... What about the other one?
There are more important...
You're right.
It's raining again? Oh, this isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way. Take it easy. Take it easy.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden. There are still so many places for us to explore. Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon and Matt, Ilyas. Do you remember this place? Did he get separated from us?
There's no need for that.
Alright.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application. And whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone...
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project.
But he's obviously taking... He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research. That's not right! Why are you...
A lot of people warn me to not say anything. And I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without... It's okay.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters, and He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told me.
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilyas...
Connecting.
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The Hive has lost. The Collective Consciousness project is already complete, and Ilyas... Not entirely.
Strange. That doesn't seem right. Maybe we need to use 2 keys at once.
Gotcha!
The wind knows me.
Here you are.
Into the wind.
Clouds high. The bird... busted.
It's completely different from what Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Alhaitham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people...
You could have played hero any time. So why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that...
It's a shame. What happened to him? Everyone has been working hard to complete the project.
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, now our futures are up in the air? If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate.
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. Yeah.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for you. Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Getting a reputation for being too unconventional.
I understand.
You seem troubled. Who are you? Where are my manners? My name...
Siraj.
The world hates people who don't fit in. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud. However, I'm working on... How about it?
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really... No! Siraj is the real Giga Jerk! Ooh! Paimon so...
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective, and I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was to throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive.
You were already Siraj number 36?
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity, and however, it's not that I got scared and forgot. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the—
And the best guise is when you—
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36, only here. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back in—
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilyas. The outside world is painful sometimes, but—
Do you need more time?
Hey, who are—
That is
So you're that
Giga jerk? Huh, how bold of you. Have I done something to—
You!
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiments here. People can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is—
You're just—
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle. And people are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit. Isn't that right? Ilya, there's no need to deny this. As it is fact, it is natural for and the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee called— Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once— a few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care, but I didn't give up.
When we arrived, I noticed—
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where they're in— The answer is the academia. They're executing another fate. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our— Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use my— The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control.
We won't let you—
What can you achieve with mere words? Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! And you aren't an outcast!
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat it. Return, number 36.
Ilyas?
You two are just as arrogant. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do. Alhaitham,
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile— It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilyas returned to this collective—
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to op. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute. However, when Ilyas returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise—
So that's it! Wait, so you— And then you pretended to keep him— Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take the— Wait.
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think Ilyas's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but your struggle has been in vain. And it's time to end.
So many monster and...
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect. Now then.
Hey,
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance.
well, alright.
Here you are. One with nature.
Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now.
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can...
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. And
Busted. Take it easy. Into the wind.
This may hurt a little.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong with the academia. The march.
what's going on? What's with this silence? As the Overmind, I command you!
Gotcha.
As one with wind and cloud.
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Is there error in my judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilyas has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down the list. Siraj is a liar!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memory. For example, Ilyas did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encounter. The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This
apprehension, disappointment, panic. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. You knew that Ilias was the bait all along?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been you have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had it. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you. So I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how.
You mean to say?
Is that not so? You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of you.
Regardless, I have.
You will stand trial, yes. But I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the general.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the.
Wait, what did... Oh, Paimon! So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start?
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein.
Seriously? By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia.
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you...
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the... See you.
And off he goes. There's still...
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these What came over me?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the... I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought from how things look.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Sure. Paimon will help you tell all...
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologize.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they... We can ask Alhaitham...
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life is... When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward, but I didn't have... So in the end, I lost my sense...
Ilias?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived... However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment I realized that the collective understanding that gave me courage.
You can do it.
Thanks. Well, can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for...
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation. Are you too hurt?
Hyman's fine.
Get some rest. Alhaitham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take—
Okay, you stay safe. Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
The matter's settled. We can— I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. Just judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some question. I respect your curiosity, but I'm—
Hey, we're not your cop.
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened.
See ya.
Hold it right there.
Are you done? Your behavior is
Stop changing.
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with— You'll know when we get there.
Is this your home?
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh?
Stop making a fuss.
You're not from the academia, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before.
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all time?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes we are, but keep that to yourself.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Hey!
Hey! You're leaving just like that? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his
But aren't you his friend?
I wouldn't say friends exactly. Okay, well, we used to be. But don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway—
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe some more of—
Are you serious? How could you— Of course. You're Alhaitham's friends.
What? That was a normal response.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he—
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Paimon wants to know,
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academy. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and
That's way too dangerous. You're not...
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to...
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in—
Sort of. We encountered a strange research—
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's— such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided. Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic.
You whisper very loudly.
Oh, yeah, Paimon's been told—
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think. To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville. He apologized—
It doesn't matter. I never judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave— I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah? You only started investigating with the Matra at that, but after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem—
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the sages and the shutdown of the fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as the acting grants. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Paimon understands now.
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed. I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway. But this process, if I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing. It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's—
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry.
See ya.